want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good evening. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. The New York Jets and the New York Giants had day 2 of their joint practice sessions today. I was there live. I will tell you everything that I saw, everything that you need to know. And we will be back right after we drop a little Blitz BK. Enjoy.
It's got me.
Gentry covering the bumble!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. Shout out to Blitz. Shout out to Gator for the opening countdown. That will be new from now on when the show starts. Give everybody a chance to get in here, get through the commercials, say their salutations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. I'm exhausted. I am drained. Humidity does not go well with old men. I was soaked this morning at the practice. Come home, change, go to work, soaked again, having an easy day, and then around 8:30, hey, we need you to bring the shop back and go over to another school. The drain pipe in the school exploded, hit the roof, and water was shooting out like a geyser everywhere for about 25 minutes. Fun times. And then I was just like, I'm going to go home. So, ladies and gentlemen, Shiners, I gave up overtime to come hang out with you guys tonight. I had to get the hell out of there. Knob yelled at me too. He's like, you're a bitch. You work for us. Do your fucking job. Get your priorities straight. So Knob Craft yells at me. I got to listen. He's bigger than me. So rough day. Very happy to be here though. Very happy to be here. That's life. What are you going to do? Some days are easy. Some days are stressful, difficult. But the same can be said about the New York Jets. I'll tell you, I'm going to summarize. I'm going to paint with a broad brush at first, and then I'm going to break it down. There's certain things that the New York Jets do very well. Now, I want to preface this with Sauce, JJ, and Quinnen were all in street clothes. Now, the way the bleachers are set up on the sideline, there's 2 fields. The closer field to us had the Jets offense against the Giants defense. The far field had the opposite. The Giants ones and their offense were going against our defense. Couldn't see over there. There was a lot of action. Giants, as you saw with the tweets, Connor Hughes was over there following that side today. And he was saying that, Wilson hit a couple touchdowns, nice passes. Like I said, Sauce wasn't there. JJ Quinnen. That makes a huge difference on this defense, right? But I can only speak about the offense. We had Justin Fields right in front of us. 7-on-7, you'd want Justin Fields playing for USA in the Olympics. He's that good in 7-on-7. He's that good when there's no pressure. He's that good when he's comfortable. Here's the problem. That's not real football. Real football, there's a pass rush. With the Giants, there's a really good pass rush. Get into that later. But when you look at what this team is trying to do with Justin Fields right now, here's my take on it. We know he can run. We know he can throw the ball downfield to Garrett Wilson. They did it in college. I firmly believe right now that the New York Jets are making him feel uncomfortable. They're trying to get him to do the things that he doesn't do well, and they are purposely putting him in those positions. He's not very good with getting the ball out in a timely manner. There was one play where straight shotgun snap, looks at Garrett, pumps, steps, and then throws, and it just, sailed. You got to get that turn your shoulders, fire it. You can't leave a duck floating out to the sideline. Someone can cut underneath it, pick six. Overthrow it in sails on the outside coverage, pick six. Dude, I can make that fucking throw. Snap, turn, Garrett's doing a 5-yard zig, basically. Slants in, turns, he sprints to the sideline. As soon as that inside foot plants on the cut, get the fucking ball out of your hands. I can't. I can't. I gotta believe they're making him work on what he needs to work on. Now, can they get him there? Can he get himself there? There are some concerns. When he runs, he's electric. Never seen a quarterback run that fast in person. He sprint up the sideline today. He was running away from DBs. He's a very electric player with the ball in his hands. But teams are going to take that away. They did it to Lamar. They did it to Vic. They'll figure out a way to take that away and make you beat them from the pocket. And breaking news, Vic never won a Super Bowl. Lamar never won a Super Bowl. Randall Cunningham never won a Super Bowl. There's reasons. If you can't beat a team from the pocket, you really don't have a goddamn chance. You really don't have a chance if you can't throw and be an assassin in the pocket. We got a good offensive line. They were tested. I like the ass kicking. And for the most part, it was. Myers, Tittman, AVT a couple times with Dex, Membu. Let's start with Membu, right? First round pick. Everyone's excited about Membu. In the run game, game after game after game. He's got to work on his pass protection. I'd say right now, for a rookie, I'd say his run blocking is a 9. His pass blocking is probably about a 3. So they got to work on him. He's raw. He overcommits. I don't want to get too much into the scouting, but he's afraid of getting beat upfield. So now he's getting so far upfield, it's easy to cut underneath him. And now you got a direct line right to the quarterback. Burns took him to school, abused him, and threw him out. Burns was happy. Brian Burns looked like Lawrence Taylor. He had his way with Membu time and time again. I'm sure if you go to the Giants' social media pages, they're probably going to have some of the highlights out there. But, yeah, Membu's got some work to do. TJ Watt's on the horizon. Better do that shit quick. I would definitely leave Beck or Ruckert in to chip and help. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of that week 1. Arian Smith, catch it a day. I'm sure you guys have seen the video. He went up high. Fields would have got sacked on the play. Or Martinez, I'm sorry. Martinez would have got sacked on the play. But he was able to backpedal a couple steps and then just chuck one up. And kudos to Smith. We were told he's just a runner. He went up in traffic, high pointed the ball, hold that shit in, took it to the ground. So, Arian Smith making some plays. We need that. We need more weapons. I don't know if it's... There's things Fields doesn't do well. He doesn't get the ball on time. He's not accurate. Missed Garrett in 7-on-7 on an easy slant. Garrett was open by 2.5 yards on the corner. He sails it over him. I don't know. This is why he's a journeyman now at this point. Shout out to 25, member of the channel for 9 months. Braylon looks strong and explosive. Might be time to have a conversation about him eventually taking over RB1. We've been having those discussions. I think there will be more games than not where Braylon Allen has more carries. Brees might get more total touches with catches, but I believe Braylon's going to get more carries. He just looks too good. How could you not? I don't want to hear Brees needs volume. Braylon can do it on 1 carry. Again, he had a couple 8, 9, 14. He had the touchdown around the end after I had left. I had to get to work. Bill, if this is in reference to the one, no. It was a fake out and a quick slant, and Garrett's looking for the ball, and he had to lunge because it was so far high and ahead of him. If he would have went to go to try to get that ball, safety would have knocked him into concussion protocol. It was horrible, horrible throw. Safety or linebacker, one of them. I didn't have a great angle. I don't know which one it was. And now with the phone numbers, geez, I'm tired. With the numbers that the players are wearing, you don't know if it's a linebacker or safety. And there's guys who are trying to make rosters. They're wearing 35 and they're playing at a linebacker. Single digits are all over the field now. So it is a little confusing when you're trying to figure out the players. Oh, man, my arm hurts. Yeah, 25. We had a good discussion before. And I feel that Garrett, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. You got to get them doing what they're not comfortable with. Who gives a shit if you can do what you can do? We need you to be better at what you can't do. And I think that's what the coaching staff right now is pushing with Fields. We need you to get better from the pocket. We're going to keep you in the pocket. We know you can run when you need to run. We saw it the other day. Could have thrown that ball to Davis. Could have lobbed one over to Davis to the pylon. Had the fucking guy beat by 3 yards. That's wide open in the NFL. He ran it. Angstram's got to make him a better pocket passer. And listen, I've said it. Many people have said it, not just me. If we have a very solid team, but we know the quarterback is holding us back, you build upon that, and then next year you go all in and you get your quarterback. If you can get Justin Fields to be good from the pocket, you might have something here. But as of right now, the Nick Shine tracker is at 99.99%. We take and trade up for quarterback in round 1. We will update that throughout the season. Well, Clancy, he's not God, but many offensive coordinators have made quarterbacks turn around and see the game and improve their mechanics, their release point, and fix things. So it's happened before. It's not like we're asking him to do something that's never been done before. It just hasn't been done on the Jets. Well, not true. Vinny Testaverde turned his career around. Had his best year ever on the Jets. So the Jets have had a quarterback before who was known for being awful and inaccurate. And he's QB1. If he stays healthy, he's going to get all the reps. We'll see. It's there. There's a lot to be concerned about with Fields. Don't get me wrong, but he does have that escapability, man. He does have that ability to just tuck the ball and run. There's going to be plays where the Jets go 4 wide and run the Hail Mary in Madden that we've all run, and just let him run and get yardage. I'm not mad at it. Do I want a Joe Burrow type from the pocket? Yes, please. I would love that. Give me that dude who can just light people up from inside the pocket and knows I can make every throw, deal with it. That's it. All streaks. Excuse me. I'm sorry if I'm yawning. I am extremely tired. I had 4 hours of sleep last night. I didn't go to bed till late, but was up very early today. Oh, what a surprise. The Yankees lost. Something new. On the Nick Shine Show, Nick Shine reserves the rights to discuss anything about any sport or any topic he so chooses. If this Yankee disaster season gets Boone fired, I will march down the Canyon of Heroes. I will do my own parade. It's the best thing that can happen. I want embarrassing moments. I want it to get so bad. I want the fans with bags on their heads, which I'm sure Yankee Stadium won't allow. A bag on your head for embarrassment is worse than bringing a dildo into a WNBA game. I don't want Boone there anymore. Every day it's a loss. They've constructed this team with guys who try to hit home runs. It's horrible. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Kim. The alert came in. Yeah, I don't know what this is in reference to. I keep seeing people say it. I just don't know. Fill me in on the joke, please. Yes, please. Hit the like button. Listen to Stack. Don't upset him. Also, we do have a raffle going on, folks. We have the Darrell Rivas full-size authentic helmet with the Rivas Island inscription. Also, jersey raffle Sunday night. I'll be joined Sunday night by an up-and-comer on YouTube called Jake Asman. He will be my guest. We'll go over the Jets-Giants game. One thing that was good the last 2 days, no injuries. That was good. I thought both the Jets and the Giants and the refs that were there did a really good job having early whistles, calling plays dead. Jets weren't penalized much today, the offense at least. We know the defense has been a problem. The Jets were better. There was one false start, but I thought the defense kind of enticed them. I thought he got into the neutral zone, but the officials didn't see it that way. But I thought there was a better tempo with the plays. They were more timely getting in and out of the huddle. Angstrom was a little far away. He was calling it to the headset to get Fields used to that. Donovan Edwards was returning kicks with Corley. They were a team. Nagangwu and Gibson were a team, so they were alternating. I tell you what, man, I'm a big fan of that Corley-Edwards wrecking ball kick return. Gibson does nothing. He can't break a tackle. He had his one moment in the sun, and now that's it. It's not very exciting. Gibson did have a nice touchdown. They were in 4 wide. He was on the outside. This is in 7-on-7. The inside guy ran a corner. He came underneath it. Fields hit him in stride. Again, no pass rush. Hits him in stride, and he turns it up, splits the linebackers to get in the end zone, probably about 13 yards out. But again, No offensive line, no D line, no pass rush. He's comfortable there. They gotta get him. They gotta rattle him. They gotta let this pass rush get at him in practice. What? How do you not message me? We were there. If you went into the bleachers, we were like the last section closer to the facility. We were like the 40-yard line. Kim, you should have said something. Oh, that would have been great to meet you. She does. A very good point. She did this with the Buffalo Bills game too. We were in the same section. Well, she didn't know I was in her section. We were talking that night on the show, and I was like, I was in 123, and she's like, oh, I'm in 123. I'm like, what? She's like in row 5. I was in row like 29. It was crazy. Now, one other thing I want to address. We got ourselves a head coach, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. Aaron Glenn is a general on the field. He's everywhere. His hands are on everything. His energy is contagious to watch. He wasn't with the defense. I said to Richie, Wilkes is running the defense. Trust Wilkes. He's got to make sure this offense is better. You got that veteran coach over there. You can let him run things. He's got to make sure this offense is where he wants it. And that's what a good head coach does. Just because you've coached and played defense, when you get to the head coach, this is why Rex Ryan ultimately failed. He worried about one side of the ball. You got to be a head coach. And watching Glenn move and interact with the players and his staff and even the other coaches and teams, this guy is a presence on the field. He knows what he wants from his team. He knows what he's going to demand of them. And goddamn, you better give it to him, or else you will reap repercussions. There will be accountability. He's everywhere. Mark would be like, oh, he's over there. I was like, 30 seconds later, no, he's over here now. Look, I think I do a lot of steps at work. Aaron Glenn probably put in 50,000 steps out there today. This dude did not stop moving. He's everywhere. Listen, that's what you want. How many times do you hear? There's Twisted. I think Twisted is in the chat. Sent me a video today about Keyshawn Johnson. It's a 10-minute video with Julian Edelman, and I watched it. And Keyshawn says, my rookie year, there's multiple practice fields, and our head coach is out there with one of those big brick cell phones and a cigar during practice on the other field. He's not even over with the team. How'd you guys do that year? Oh, we went 1-15. Yeah. What was the difference in year 2? Coaching. Parcells came in. Quick story that Keyshawn told. Parcells calls his people. He's like, you better tell him he better be here or it'll be the biggest mistake of his life. So they had it back then. You didn't have this bullshit. You had 40 days of OTAs that you could do. And you can do 2 weeks in a row, off week, 2 weeks in a row, off week. But you had 40 total days of OTAs that you had to do. Keyshawn shows up. He's like, it's the off season. I'm young. I'm having fun. He comes in. Parcells goes, what are you at? He's like, probably like 225, coach. He's like, all right, what were you at USC in that Rose Bowl? He's like, I was 213. He goes, that's the Keyshawn I want. Bring me that Keyshawn. Keyshawn goes back to Cali, works out for a few weeks. He's like, I'm shredded. I'm cut. He's like, I'm better condition than I've ever been in my life. Comes back. Parcells goes, what are you at? He goes, 208. And from that moment, Keyshawn said, I was one of Parcells' guys. To this day, you can't talk bad about Keyshawn in front of Parcells because he will rip your head off. Why? Because the coach asked you to do something, you did it, and now you're one of his guys. And then he goes on to joke saying, we just talked like a week or two ago. He says to me, "What are you at?" And I go, "Coach, I'm probably like 235 right now." And Parcells goes, "Don't lie to me. I see you on television, man. You look like you got walnuts stored inside your cheeks." But that's great, though, that a coach that old, and Parcells is in the 80s, I believe, is still in touch with his players. I love that. I love that. But ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Nick Shine Show. We got over 50 of you here. Make sure you hit the like button. We got a couple things going on this channel if you were unaware. First things first, Darrelle Revis full-size authentic helmet. Revis Island inscription. Also, Sunday night, we're doing a raffle jersey. A jersey raffle. Tired. Shut up. Don't make fun of me in the chat. I'm already making fun of myself, so you don't have to type and do it. Now, here's what we got going on. Saturday night, myself and Dilla Terman will be right here on this channel doing a watch-along for the Jets-Giants preseason game. Anyone who gifts or super chats $5 and up during the game Saturday night, we will raffle off a jersey at the end of the night. All raffle entries Saturday night doubled. And here's the cool part. You are also carried over to Sunday because Sunday's the weekly. So we'll do one for the game Saturday, and then we'll do another one on Sunday. So make sure you get in it. I want to see everybody win prizes. I wish I can send you all gifts. Jet it out. My man, where you been? Welcome back. Gifted a membership that went to That Ship Sailed. Thank you, Jet it out. You were in the raffle, my man, and good luck to you. So I know the chat, you guys have been, you guys are the best. You guys are just, you're diehard Jets fans. Whether it's 7:30 in the morning or 12 o'clock at night, you guys are just consuming Jets content. And you guys have been tremendous as of late. Ladies and gentlemen, normally when this guy comments, I say drugs are bad. But it looks like they might be taking some good effects on him today. Jets 17-0, baby. Weed the people. Member of the channel for 11 months, my friend. Thank you for your support. Well, not all of your support. You're not even a member of the channel. How is this even possible? He's got multiple names. All right, Weed the People 07734. And then he goes to Weed the People 732. All right, multiple accounts? I'm not mad. Multiple subscriptions? I ain't mad at you, dog. I support it. So, something I think you guys have been enjoying lately is we do a little question. You guys got questions? Something that maybe you want to ask about today that I didn't cover? Go ahead, fire away. Oh, my arms. Sorry, just trying to get a couple things done here. But go ahead, fire away. As always, super chats get you right on. Lucky, I was moving. It was coming down pretty bad, and it was getting heavier. That's why I finally just had to split and take off. But I didn't fall. I didn't get hurt, so it's great success. Oh yeah, Clancy. I had to leave. It got so bad. It was rough. They were, but Mays wasn't arguing. Mays was just talking. But Gary gets very excited. Brian, today both kickers went 5 for 5. I think Zach Rosenblatt tweeted 6 for 6, but I was like, there was just 5 kicks. So they hit both of them. Folk and Mevis hit from 35-40, 45-50, and 55. So they were just drilling them one after the other. And both of them have very strong legs. The 55-yarders were going, there's no net. So you see how far past it goes. And I mean, they would have been good into the 60s easily. So I know we gave Folk a big contract. I think it was $750,000 as part of his bonus. I don't know if they're going to move on from that. Twisted, he will be. I mentioned this a few minutes ago in the opening. He was dogged really bad today. He looked bad in pass protection against Brian Burns and Thibodeau. So he's got a lot to work on. David with a question says, Nick, which wide receiver do you believe Justin Fields currently has the best timing with? I think he's got the best timing with Garrett. But they're not connecting because they're doing different shit. But I will say, someone who's really standing out is Braden Smith. He's that big body that no one else has. I think this guy really makes this team. I really, really think he makes the team. Stack, the defense, there was the first field in front of us, and then there was a second field further away. The defense was over there. When there was a fight, I saw Clemens running onto the field, so he wasn't in it. Ladies and gentlemen, we the people's in the raffle. How many sacks is Willie 3 going to get this season? I say 10 plus. Justin Fields, 13 rushing touchdowns. Wow, I'll take that. I got Will McDonald going for 17. First, it was 15. And then the next day, after I made that prediction, it was announced that he gained 15 pounds of muscle. So I was like, oh, that fits. And then I was like, fuck that. Won a game. Give me 17 on the season. Or just get 17 in week 1. Just hit Rodgers 17 times. Oh, that'd be great. Let me get carried down the Canyon of Heroes as I'm carrying him after Boone gets fired. I saw Luppy gifting another membership. Thank you, Luppy. I went to Jack33. Am I allowed to say Jack, or do I have to spell it with all the periods? I'm going to say Jack. But thank you, Luppy. Appreciate you, man. It was fun talking today, too, in the Discord. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a member of the channel and you want to talk more Jets, the Discord is the great place to do it. If you're on Discord, Eli Betts just joined Discord yesterday. Mark Reese invited him today. We're just building up all Jets fans. That's what we want to talk about. That's what we want to live. It's the time of year where when we start winning games, people are going to be in there talking Jets 24/7. So get a part of the madness that is the Nick Shine Show Discord. It's a great time. Shout out to Eli. Nick, I just got home from dinner and I dropped my box of leftovers right outside the restaurant. Fuck. Anyways, can you... Man, hold on. We got to... Damn it. That's upsetting. You want me to talk Jets after telling me that? Horrible, man. I'm sorry. Can you give us 3 Jets that stood out and 3 that had a rough day? P.S. Your hard work is appreciated. Thank you, Eli. Very kind of you to say there at the end. 3 Jets that stood out. I'm going to put the kickers as 1 because watching kickers make 10 straight kicks for the Jets is not something that we do. Now, in terms of the play, it may have not stood out, but I did see Donovan Edwards returning punts and kickoffs, and I like that because you guys know from draft weekend, Clancy was with me. We were talking about it then. I said, Donovan Edwards is a dude. That's a guy that I hope he can make this team. Tom Ace, Knob, Weed was there. Jay Graves, Nate. We had a great group. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we did a Shiner draft weekend getaway. We went down to Ocean City, New Jersey, rented a house. It was beautiful. Ocean City was empty. There was nobody there. It was tremendous. It was just us. If I had to pick a third, I'm going to say Arian Smith. Again, I didn't get to see any of the defense, so I don't know what was happening over there. So we had the kickers in front of us, the specials, and the offenses. So that's all I can speak to. But Eli, thank you so much for the super chat. You're the man. Yeah. King of Kings. Smith is our Lazard replacement when we trade him after week 1. I could think. I'm on record as saying Lazard doesn't even have to come back to our locker room after the game. Let him go over with Rodgers. Let him get on the bus with Pittsburgh for all I care. But you just don't give them any help before week 1. But if Braden Smith blocks as well as he catches in traffic, that's your big receiver. Arian Smith is becoming more than I thought he would be. He's seeing him and the routes they have him run. It's exciting. They might have something there. But I know. Everyone said draft weekend he's a bust and he can't catch. Did he have issues? Sure. I'm not trying to sugarcoat that. I'm a Georgia fan. I saw them drop the passes. Yeah. What if, right? What if? We discussed this, right? And I know Boomtown has infamously made fun of me with 2029. But what if Smith can become something? Listen, if Malachi Moore and Arian Smith could become the best 2 players that we have in this class, and you have Membu, and you have Mason Taylor, and you got A.Z. Thomas, I think that's where you make your money as a general manager. When you get starters and above average starters from the 4th round and on. That's the goal. They have a vision. They have a purpose. They're bringing these guys in to do things that they need them to do. And they're not just taking a guy and saying, oh, let's hope he can do this. No, we need a guy with that speed for this purpose. Reed with a $2 super chat. Draft weekend is where Uncle Clancy was born. Yes, Uncle Clancy. Hey, man, I liked it. Hey, shout out to M. Lando. New member to the channel. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Going to put you on the wheel. Also, if you are on Discord, hit me up at Nick Shine, and we'll get you over to the Discord with us, man. That's one of the perks you get for being a member. I appreciate it. Trying to grow this community day by day. More Jets fans, more gooder. My buddy Knob. This draft class is going to end up making Douglas look whack in 2 years. From your lips to God's ears, Knob. Really, really hope so. You know, you go back and you look at the Bill Parcells draft, and there were many contributors up and down that first draft of his. They traded back twice. They took Farrier. They had Fabini. They had Leon Johnson. I think they took defensive tackle Anthony Pleasant. There were several players in that draft that were main contributors for the next several years. You know, we made the playoffs in 98. We missed it barely. We went 8-8 in 99. Then in 2000, we went 9-7. We missed it on the last day of the year, on Christmas Day, I believe, against the Ravens. Christmas Callister took a 101-yard interception return back from Vinny right before the half. That was the year Al Groh was the coach, and Vinny was just doing 5 wide every goddamn game. And then 2001, Herm took over. We make the playoffs on the John Hall kick on the last game of the regular season against the Raiders. Edwards idiotically flies across country for the Oakland game, knowing that if we win, we have to stay out there. We win, he flies back home, flies back again 5 days later, 3 cross-country trips for the team, and they just look dead. 2002, we make the playoffs again. We win the division. 3, Chad gets hurt. 4, we make the playoffs. We beat San Diego. 2005 was bad. 2006, we make the playoffs. I mean, a lot of that was built off of Parcells drafting. But for, I think I saw Michael, from Michael Lando. Make sure you're here Saturday night doing a watch along with Dylan Terman for the Jet Giant game. We'll do a raffle that night. And then Sunday night is a jersey raffle. Since you just signed up to be a member, you're eligible for that. I'm putting you in right now. And also, everyone, make sure you pay attention to the channel. Jake will be with me probably about 9:45 Sunday night. We'll do the raffle, so make sure you pop in. But if you have time, I get it. Sunday's sometimes family time. But by 8 o'clock at night, get done with that and pop in here and hang out with us. It'll be a fun night. Ferguson was a stud. He was a bowling ball, man. He wasn't the biggest guy, but, man, Jason Ferguson, number 73. The dude was stout as a nose tackle, playing that 3-4. Yes, and they were bringing it. They were bringing it, man. Carter, Thibodeau, and Burns is filthy with Dex, and they didn't even use Dex that much today. They didn't even put him out there that much today. It's going to be interesting, folks. Sorry, I am setting up the wheel for Sunday. I have to go back and add a few from the previous shows. Jet it out, you're in. What we had? We added 3. Luppy, you're in. And we the people. Yeah, that Giants defensive line is going to give them some wins that nobody expects. Because if you can't block them, man, they are going to be filthy. Filthy. I'm exhausted, mate. I was pouring sweat off of me with the humidity this morning, just sitting there. Then I go to work. I was on pace for like 23,000 steps. It's like 8:15, and then I get this call, and I was like, son of a bitch. No, I need melatonin. It's time. It's time. But I keep my commitments. If I tell you guys I'm going on and I'm home, I'm coming on. We've gained so many members through all the gifting and people signing up for the channel the last 2.5 weeks. God, yeah, I would love cookies and cream ice cream right now. I won't do it because I'm on a diet and I'm working my way to Mr. Old Man Fitness USA, which is a title. But I would love cookies and cream ice cream right now. But we are about, I know you guys love emojis. And I'm going to lay this out there because with the stream coming up Saturday for the game and Sunday, we should hit, I think we're about 34 away. We should hit that this week. I need emoji ideas. So if anyone can come up with a new emoji for the channel, I know some of you are quite talented with the image generating. Let's get a new emoji for the show. If we have multiple suggestions, we'll leave it to the Discord. This is your perk of being in the Discord. You have say on what happens on the show at times. I don't know what you're talking about, Boom. I don't know why you would throw Hank G under the bus like that. Hank is your fellow Canadian. All right. Clancy's saying do more Jets players. Well, Clancy, you do more Jets players, you little slut. I'm good. Eli, if you're on a diet and you're looking for healthy ice cream, look into the brand called Ice Cream for Bears. Nice. I'm a Turkey Hill guy, though, man. If I'm going all in. I love Turkey Hill. Well, that's a story for the DP, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are in the Discord, come up with some ideas. How about a Will McDonald emoji if we're going to talk players? Like, let's get ahead of the curve, right? How about that? Does anyone object? Here's what we'll do. You guys are here now. New emoji. Will Mac. Oops. How about this? Will McDonald, Braylon Allen. We got Garrett. We got Brees. Let's go. JJ. All right, I got Will Mack, Braylon Allen, JJ. Who's next? Give me one more, and we'll vote on it right now. There's 52 of you here. Let your voice be heard. No? All right, Jaden, screw you. You're not a nice guy. Bill says Quinnen. Do we have Quinnen, or did I replace Quinnen in the offseason? Let me look. Emojis. All right, we'll put Q. Start the poll, ladies and gentlemen. I tried changing a few of them. So the players that we have right now, we have a coach. I've tried to change it like 3 times, but when you hit submit, you might only be able to change it. I think we need to add a new one. We got Coach, we got Brees, we got Garrett, we got Fields, we got Curtis Martin, and that's it. So maybe we can get there. Wow, I'm surprised at the poll. People loving Braylon Allen. 13 people have voted. There's 54 of you here, folks. Refresh your YouTube. Let your voice be heard. Yeah, Olu does. Olu's that bring your lunch pail to work guy. Jaden saying JJ's the only answer. Folks, there's 55 of you here. Let your voice be heard. Vote. Oh, all right. All right. $18. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we got going on the rest of the week. I'll do a show Friday. I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. I need a day to recharge. Something happens, I'll come on tomorrow night after work, like I always do. If there's some news during the day that hits, I'll pop on. And then Saturday we have the stream. So I might just take the next 2 days off unless something big happens. Friday we got the game stream. Dylan and I will be on 6:45, maybe 6:30. And then on Sunday, on at 8 o'clock with Jake. So, and I'll be releasing shorts. Guys, do me a favor if you don't mind. You guys are awesome and you do so much already for me, more than you know. If you see the shorts, like them, share them, try to get them out there into the universe, help the channel grow. You guys are great at everything when it comes to this channel and supporting it the way you do. Hell yeah, Clancy. We're going to have a good time. I got some guests lined up. You know, last week we had some guests pop in. I've reached out some other people this week. So stay tuned. I like surprises. It gives you reason, another incentive to watch. Not just with me and Dylan, not just celebrating the game and discussing it with all the chat members. You know, I'm a big fan of surprises. So I think that's something that's fun. Yeah, I know I said Friday. I think I might just take the next 2 days unless something happens, right? I think the Jets are off one of those days. So I don't want to oversaturate it. I really just want to go on. For those of you that don't know, we are completely away from the off the rails type of shows. It's all good. It's all Jet content. It's football season. It needs to be all Jet content. We have enough to discuss. I'm not going to do shows just to do them or to do the hangout. Like it's going to be a full Jet content channel. Last week solidified that for me with doing the game stream and then Sunday night with Gunny and the amount of growth that this channel got. That's everything that I want to do. You know, we have the Discord for our nonsense, and I love our nonsense. Don't get me wrong. You guys have talked to me. You listen to me speak. You know that we can get a little nuts, and then I'll make some crazy comments. But ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 votes with 52 people watching right now. Get your vote in. Let your voice be heard. I'll try, Kim, but now that I said that, we're going to go sign somebody. Watch. Something will happen. Just because I said I'm going to relax, the universe is going to say, no, sir. There we go. 2 people just voted back to back for Willie Mack, and we are tied at 36. 2 votes came in to tie it. I know, Boom. I'm sorry. We might just have to learn Jet content for now. You know me. You know I'm going to make my jokes and my comments here and there. You know, and listen, I've seen it in Jake's chat. I see it in this chat. A lot of you people are asking about Charles. I'm going to respect the kid's wishes. He said he needed to step away. I feel the last thing we should be doing is discussing it. That's my belief. You know, people say that they got issues with mental health. I've had my struggles in life. I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna pry. I'm not gonna exploit. I'm not gonna share. You know, whatever he does is on him. That's not on me, but it's not my hat to wear. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 23 votes. If we can get to 25, shout out to 25. We get to 25 votes, we'll wrap this poll up. That's what she said. See? It's not going anywhere, Boom. I'm going to be me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping the show up. We're at 25 votes. Will McDonald making a surge at the end. Fourth quarter, Will McDonald coming around the edge. Beats Broderick Jones. Sack Aaron Rodgers. Jets win. Balls out. Quinnen Williams scoops, runs, touchdown. Let's go. All starts with Will McDonald, baby. All right. We will keep the poll open through what did we learn. For those of you that are new here, welcome, first of all. Secondly, we do a little thing here called What Did We Learn, where you put a comment in the chat, something that you heard on the show, found out about the Jets, something stupid that we said. By we, I mean me. It happens. God damn it, Alan. Keep that name off of this channel, Alan. That name is not allowed here. It's not worth it, Clancy. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. But ladies and gentlemen, drop your what did I learn? Alan, I agree with this statement because you don't sugarcoat shit. You're no nonsense. You'll cut right to the chase. I agree. That's what he needs. He needs. That's not my place to say. Damn it, Alan, stop beating me. Anyone, what did we learn? Nothing? All right, Amid. We already have a Gorman. Emoji. He's at the strip club with his sweatshirt on that says Gorman on the back of it. It's an emoji. It's, ladies and gentlemen, make it rain Charles Gorman emojis right now. Is this one? There we go. He's Charles. VIP Chuck. Well, it says VIP Chuck on it. There you go, Stack. That's a good one. I learned Nick left money on the table for us. It's true. I love you guys. You're my family. Amid, I learned tuning in late sucks. We'll watch back. Yeah, man. Please do. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Kim, I learned that Boom watches all the shows all the time. He's like AI, and we love Boom. I learned that Boom is AI. Twisted, I learned Nick's Discord channel is the Nick Shine Show. Charles is on a timeout, and we need a break. We need to break the streak emoji. Not against it. I'm just the idea guy. I'm not the creative one when it comes to pictures. I learned about our New York Jets versus Giants. Joint practice recap. Like, support, subscribe. A+, contact Nick. Get rest. You deserve it. Thank you, Chris. You deserve some rest too, man. Weed. I learned I need Boom to get me some screenshots because I lost all of mine when I got my new laptop. Yes. Yes. Although, Weed, if you go into our Facebook Messenger chat, you'll have a lot of the images in there. You've sent me a bunch. I've sent you stupid pictures in there to use. So that might be a good starting point for you. Johnny, I learned that Nick has pretty blue eyes. Also, Boom is so hot. Hot. Thank you, Amid. Appreciate the support, man. Knob, I learned that Nick is a responsible ward of this community. I try. I learned I need to massage Nick. Message Nick. Message. I'm tired. I read massage. Forgive me. Also, Knob, can you type that? You have big, strong hands. She Mays, I have learned today not to disappoint now. Alan, her following is a cult. Anything she does, they're going to go watch. Good for them. Maybe she'll stop making bad music now. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the shrubs, Mo Dean returns. Let's go, Jets fans. Ready for another miserable season? Hope everyone had a sensational summer. All right. There's no way that last part is true. But welcome back, Mo. Mo, you're going to be a lot of fun. We're doing a Jets stream. We're doing a watch-along, me and Dylan Terraman, Saturday night for the Jets-Giants game. You're a great person to have in the chat. You and Alan can see who can shit-talk the Jets more. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Forgive me, Weed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all you guys. Good night. I learned never to end the show without kicking it up to the Great White North. Yes, even in August, it's still white up there. Ladies and gentlemen, make it rain, Canadian Leafs, right now for Boomtown. I learned that Nick is going to try to sleep in tomorrow. But on that note, it's the kiss of death, and I'll probably be up by 8 o'clock. Mr. Boomtown, if you would so please, I learned that Will McDonald won the poll. So Addison, Knob, Dixon, our creators of image, can we get a Will McDonald emoji cooked up? Jay Quest? Yeah. Fuck you. I got a sticker, bitch. Sorry. Forgive my language, ladies and gentlemen. And Quest, I can't wait to see you because the sticker is for you, buddy. It's in the truck, and when I see you, it's yours. Now, Boomtown, drop it like it's hot, good sir. Oh. Willie won. Yeah, baby. Eat shit, Dave. All right. Kevin's trying to get into it. There we go. All right. Submit them. Members only live chat. No, you're not a member. It's subscribers only, not members. And shout out to the 2 new subscribers we got during the show. We're now at 1625. We're pushing to get to 1,700 by the start of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we have another big weekend. Boomtown, I learned the 2-minute warning was not accurate this evening. Bastard. Fields double pumped Garrett today. God is not currently the OC of the Jets. Kim fumbled an epic meetup today. Yeah, Kim. That was rough. Boomtown bonus. There are new beginnings for NFL players and Uncle Clancy on draft weekend. Fisting is awesome, according to Johnny. Allen appears to be a Swiftie. Thank you, Boom. And of course, Mo had a chuckle at double pump. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Discord members, you'll know before anyone. If any big story comes out with the Jets, if any news breaks, I'll release a short, I'll record one. Please like those. Go to the channel if you have some spare time. Watch them, like them, share them. Let's flood the YouTube algorithm with Nick Shine all the time. But until then, Saturday night, 6:30, Dylan and myself. And a bunch of guests throughout the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, good night. God bless. Be good to one another. And you know what? I'm going to make a special request. If you have a friend who has struggled with mental health, reach out to them tomorrow. Just give them a random call and say, hey, you okay? I was thinking about you last night. Don't tell them why. Just show them that they're loved randomly. It's nice to do random good deeds for people. Let people know that they're loved. It's a shitty fucking world. It can beat you down. That's it. I'm out. Go Jets. Stay healthy this weekend. We'll see you guys Saturday night. But now that I said that, we're making huge moves. We're trading for Justin Jefferson. Oh. We the People says, how dare you say creators of images and not include me? You're off your game. And I know you don't like the AI. So submit a Will McDonald image and we'll let the Discord vote on it. Ladies and gentlemen, shut up, Clancy. Clancy, we don't deter on this channel with that. Stop it. You should say, wow, Weed, that's so awesome of you. You're such a great guy. Everyone was lying about you. Why are they talking shit? You're so cool. That's how you do it, Clancy. The fuck, man? Clancy, do it, and I'll give you a raffle entry. I can bribe Clancy to be nice to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I know, I'm fucking with you. I'm dehydrated. My mouth is white. My mouth is as dried out and as white as my hat right now. But ladies and gentlemen, now I'm out. Good night. Listen to Blitz. Be good to one another. God bless America.
I'll stay anchored by the light and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
And it's officially Thursday. The Thursday Throwdown 2.0. Baby Nick, Baby Beard, Baby Blitz, Angry Blitz. Good evening, everyone. Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Nick Shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. They lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiends hope this team win now. And twist dreams in the DP where my beats are found. Shine is unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fist fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of Jets rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on this flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
For as long as I'm alive, I got your back because you always had mine. And I fucking love you guys for that. So, keep coming back. It's a fun place to be. We don't turn people away. We don't talk down to people. Maybe we the people, but that he deserves it. And thank you, everyone. I thank you by giving back and gifting to spread the word that you guys are awesome. Joe Bonesy got it. Shout out to the Bonesies.